It's good.
The Chicago Bears, when they faced the Detroit Lions the last time, let one slip away. But the good thing is that on tomorrow, they got another opportunity to right their wrongs. Will this be a signature win if the Bears can pull it off? Plus, we dive into the mailbag. Y'all already know we're going to talk about it, but you know, you got to hear the music first.
You are now tuned in to Chicago Bears Central.
What's up, ladies and gentlemen? Welcome back to another episode of Chicago Bears Central. I'm Bobby. I'm with C-Dubb. How you doing, my guy?
And I'm feeling grizzy. Shout out to all the fans out there that support Chicago Bears Central.
Facts. And if you like what you're listening to today, hit the like button, subscribe to the channel, and hit that notification bell. You can follow the channel right off the top on all social media platforms at Shy Bears Central. And C-Dubb, we already know the Chicago Bears, and the last time they faced the Detroit Lions, they forced 4 turnovers. It was 1 fumble and 3 interceptions. They had the game pretty much sealed until the last 3 minutes and 30 seconds of the game, and they lost. How important is it for the Chicago Bears to win this game? And if they do win, will it be a signature win?
Hey man, that's a great question. And we should have had that game in the bag against Detroit that just passed. It ain't no way we should have lost that. The Detroit P word should be happy that they walked away with that win, because we obviously just gave it to them. It ain't like they worked for it. You know what I'm saying? We gave them a victory. But when we look at the forecast for the Chicago Bears season, this is the most toughest. This is the most noteworthy game left on the schedule. I know the Green Bay Packers are back there waiting for us. I think it's the last game of the season, but I don't think they're as good as a team. This is the best team we'll face in the end of the season. And Green Bay, that's going to be, I'll say that's the most important game, the Green Bay game. And this will be the best team we play all for the rest of the season. The Bulls have the players. The Bulls have the Bears. I'm sorry about that. I just watched the Bulls game. The Bears have the players to beat this team, as we seen in the first 3 quarters against them a couple weeks ago. We cannot let them off the hook. We must be aggressive. Go and beat the hell out of them, 56 to whatever. Continue to score. Don't take your foot off the gas pedal and just destroy them, because they are riding the high. I don't think they particularly been playing well the last couple weeks, even though I think they won last week. They won their game last week, but they still haven't been playing well. The quarterback has been turning the ball over at an enormous clip. He turned it over 4 times against us, and then the next week he turned it over 4 times. So I think it's a chance for us to go in here and take a very big whip. It starts here. You get this victory, and who knows what happens? Who knows what happens?
I'm with you on that. I think if the Chicago Bears go out here and they handle business, they should be all right. I think that now that, look, you let one slip away on the road, but now you at home. You got the home crowd on your side. If you go ahead and you do this, and if the guys are saying the right thing, and if y'all doing the right thing, you should be all right. I know that after the last time you faced the Detroit Lions, Jaquan Brisker said, "Hey, Justin Fields, that loss was on us. We couldn't close the game. You did enough." But I want to see the Chicago Bears offense. If you get turnovers, you got to cash in. It's 7 points, nothing else. You can't go down there and force turnovers with the defense, and then the offense comes out and put up 3 points. It's unacceptable. You need 7. You need 7. And if the Chicago Bears win the game, it will be the best win of the season. It will be a signature win. And just like you ended it, who knows what type of confidence will seep through the locker room of the Chicago Bears on a schedule that's very, very favorable when it comes to the Chicago Bears. Because if you're looking at the Cleveland Browns, they don't have their starting quarterback, but they got a hell of a defense. But this is an offensive scoring league. You need to score points. Then you got Atlanta, you got the Cardinals, and you end with Green Bay. Who knows what type of confidence you can go into all those games with if you beat the number 1 seed within your division, and you go ahead and secure your first 2-game win streak in forever. Bro.
Hey, low key, I'm gonna just say it low key. Play this like a playoff game.
Facts.
Play it like a playoff game, bro. You might not make it anyway. It looks like you're not. The percentage is you're not making the playoffs. Play this like a playoff game, and let's just see what
Facts.
happens.
And Cole Komet said that every game is like a playoff game. So I want to see a focused Chicago Bears team tomorrow
Urgency.
afternoon. I want to see urgency. I want to see that every play means something. I want to see that every down means something. And that's not just on the players, it's also on the coaching staff.
Yeah.
Stop being scared. What do you have to lose? Your job is on the line.
Yeah.
Coaching
Yeah.
staff.
Yeah.
So there you have it. But hey, now we're gonna go ahead and get into these voicemails. C-Dubb. The first voicemail is from our guy. I don't know if I heard from this guy though. I ain't gonna lie to you, but here's the first voicemail from Isaiah.
Isaiah.
Hey, what's going on, man? It's Isaiah from the west side of Chicago. I had to call in, man, just to let y'all know, bro, that man, I feel like what's going on with Justin Fields right now, man, it's bigger than what everybody really sees what's going on. Me personally, I feel like I take it back because I'm a football fan. I'm not just a Chicago fan. I'm a football fan. It's a lot of things going on behind the doors of Howard's home. You know what I'm saying? And then these players got to go through that. They got to figure out. They don't know who's going to coach next week. You know what I mean? Like, it's a lot of internal issues that's going on where it's hard for me to say, yeah, Justin Fields, you know what I'm saying, not really holding up to what what we trying to, that standard we trying to put him on as a player. You know what I mean? But at the same time, let's keep it going, man. This coaching staff is terrible. At the end of the day, I've never, like, I understand we had bad coaches, but I've never had coaches that wasn't sure about what they doing. How are your first 15, 16 plays decent, and then all of a sudden turn around, the coaches folded. Now they running scared plays. But then at the end of the game, when, of course, as a ex-player myself, you know what I'm saying, that played this game, bro, when the coach fold and start running bullshit, guess what happens? You start to get frustrated. You trying to figure out, man, why we not playing our game, man? We was just killing. Why are we folding now as an offense? And that's what's going on, man. It's like, let's forget to kind of throw everything on Justin Fields. He started off saying it was Justin Fields, this and that, man. The other players, he brought up the fourth down play when Justin Fields stayed in the pocket and bailed and got to commit. Like, bro, that's because that was a decent play that was called and that opened up, but you never went back to it. It's like, oh, man, Justin Fields is incredible, man, but I don't know if he's going to be able to do this again. So let's fold on the press, man. That's coaching. That's coaching. And I'm telling y'all right now, as a longtime Chicago Bears fan, and I love my city, but I'm so goddamn tired of starting over at the same position, man. We got a quarterback that just needs to polish up. You understand me? First draft, Marvin Harris Jr. Trade back on our second. Somebody still want to be in fourth or fifth, even if they ain't win another game. Because we know how the system is ran. But even if they kept that fourth place, trade back. Because guess what? When you don't draft Caleb, it goes 2, 3, 4, right? It'll be right back where we were. Whoever wants that pick probably needs quarterback. We just took a top out of the way. You know what I mean? So, in my opinion, how I feel, man, right now, everything that's going on with the Chicago Bears, man, we need to stop.
All right, Isaiah, man, it's only a 3-minute time limit on your voicemail. So make sure if you're calling in, that's for Isaiah and anybody else, 3 minutes. Let's get to the point. Let's make sure it's heard. And we gonna be able to play your whole voicemail. C-Dubb, take it away. You muted, bro.
Oh, sorry, guys. Isaiah said some great points, and I agree with him on a couple key points, and especially this one. When it comes to the beginning of the game, I think Luke Getsy is a pro's pro. If he has to 15 plays that he has ready for the game, they're gonna be the best 15 plays you ever seen. But the shit comes down to when the team gets used to those plays that you run, can you adjust? He has a awful time adjusting to other teams' adjustments to us.
Right.
He just has a just a horrid time doing that. Um I do think that we should draft Marvin Harrison Jr. And I'm not mad at going and trading back to get some more picks, get some more players in that draft also. So you said some great things, and I wish a lot of people thought the way you thought, but I understand people think their own way. They got their own thoughts, and they got their guys. Got Tyson Bagent guys. You got Caleb Williams guys, and you got Justin Fields guys. So you can't force everybody to think how they want to think. So it is what it
Bro,
is.
but that's how I'm looking at it too, man. I believe that the Chicago Bears, you should go ahead and stick with Justin Fields. He has his issues just like
Yeah,
any other quarterback. I want to draw a comparison to Josh Allen. Josh Allen had his best years while Brian Dable was his coordinator. How has Josh Allen looked without Brian Dable? Not so good. Still
not as
pretty
good.
damn good, but he has now turned over the ball in 8 consecutive games,
That's
C-Dubb.
crazy. That's crazy.
Interceptions in 8 consecutive games,
That's
and
crazy.
I'm banking on him turning the ball over again tomorrow against the Kansas City Chiefs. So I'm just saying, and Isaiah, with the picks that the Chicago Bears have, I'm drafting Marvin Harrison Jr. with whatever pick I got from the Carolina. And then my next pick is going to be Jared Verse if he's on the board. You get your wide receiver, you get your edge that can line up on the opposite side of Montez Sweat, and you should be good to go. I wouldn't even fuck around with it. That's just me. I want players. I want the best players
The
available
best
when
players.
I select a draft pick. And I don't believe, does Justin Fields have to work on his intermediate to short game?
Yes.
Absolutely. But offensive coordinators are supposed to design plays that make sense. A lot of the times after the first 15 plays, like C-Dubb laid out, Luke Getsy doesn't make sense. He just called 20 screens in the last game against the Minnesota Vikings. And 5 of those screens came back to back.
Oh, back to back to back.
Thank you. But hey, shout out to you, Isaiah. Hey, C-Dubb, this one of our guys. This is the wheelchair Ja Morant, Jay Capone. I don't even know if I
Jacob
ever
Paul
did
did
a
he
mailbag with
never
you,
did a
my boy.
mailbag. Let's
I don't
go.
even know if I ever did one with you, my boy, but you a long-time supporter, so we gonna give you your
Shout out to
love,
my
my guy.
man, bro.
Here's the voicemail from Jay Capone.
Yeah, what up, Hayes? What up, Bobby? What up, C-Dub? What up, my nigga? Evo, Big Cab, Big Folks was good, y'all. Hey, I just want to say this Jake Capone, Don, aka Wheelchair John Moran, you feel me? But anyway, I just want to say, man, you know, I'm piecing together all the receipts from football legends, from former football players, from even DJ Moore coming out and having Fields back. You feel me? We all know that he has the potential to take this team to the utmost greatness that they can be. You just got to put a stable team around him. You feel me? Like you got these quarterbacks like Josh Allen, like fucking Trevor Lawrence, you know, to name a few. What do they have? A stable line. A stable line and pieces around them to, to get the best out of them. And I feel like, all signs are pointing towards Fields to stand with the team, like I said, because what are you gonna get from Drake May, from Michael Penix Jr., from Caleb fucking Williams, who fucking stands in the corner when he's going against top 25 team in the nation and doesn't come out and perform well. He chokes, you feel me? He holds the ball too long, you feel me? And you feel me? He don't know how to have good sportsmanship. You feel me? So I'm like, man, with the Patriots winning last night, which I'm so happy about, this further lets me know that shit, if Marvin Harrison Jr. doesn't come out, you feel me? And I hope he does, we could still get a left tackle, and the DN. And then you still got top receivers like Keon Coleman, Johnny Wilson, Malik Neighbors, to name a few. I'm just saying, man, I'm rolling with Fields. You can call me a Justin Fields believer. I don't give a fuck. I'm riding with my nigga. You feel me? He's doing way better than Jack Wilson, than Trey Lance, than everybody else. Come on, give this man a chance. And you see the legends is coming out and saying that he could be a superstar. Come on now. Let's get it together. You feel me? And Justin Fields ball.
Again, man, Jay Capone, same thing that we told Isaiah. It's a 3-minute limit. Y'all got to keep it short. Real get short, sweet to the point. But hey, C-Dubb, take it away.
Hey, shout out to my man Jay Capone. He's really believing in Justin Fields, and I'm right there with him. I think we will make a huge mistake if we go and try to get one of these kids, because we're going right back to square one. If we do that, we're going right back to the start. I think. You go and you get that guy Marvin Harrison Jr. That's me with that first pick. Then you get yourself a left tackle, or a center. You know what I'm saying? You probably get a center later on in the draft. Justin Fields has good numbers right now for the games that he's played. I think he's getting criticized unfairly. There's a lot of context that goes into it, like coaching. He has not been perfect. I don't think any quarterback has been perfect this season. I don't think there's many quarterbacks that's been perfect any season, to tell you the truth, that even talk about your Brady's and your Peyton Mannings. So go ahead and make a mistake if you want to, and see where we're going to be at. Then y'all going to be crying for the next quarterback coming out of college. If this quarterback's struggling like Justin Fields, how y'all think Justin Fields is struggling right now?
Yeah, I'm with you on that. And I think that some of the biggest things that Jay Capone talked about is stability. I think that when you talk about stability, you can look right at the Philadelphia Eagles. What did they do before they got Jalen Hurts? They had a foundation in place. The D line was up to par. The offensive line was up to par. Jalen Hurts came in. He didn't have such a great season. They got A.J. Brown. Everything took off. And then still, he struggled. They're winning, but he has not played up to that par of what we seen from him last year. And then if you look at the Eagles, you look at the Cowboys, you look at the Kansas City Chiefs, you look at the Cincinnati Bengals, you look at the
Chargers.
Buffalo Necks, the Buffalo Bills.
Bills.
You see that they have a foundation in place to where at least these guys can win games. And I think that right now the Bears should really focus on building a foundation. And I'm going to say what I said last week. Take a quarterback when you want one, not when you need one. Because the Eagles, they had Carson Wentz. He was on a Super Bowl run, got hurt. They won a championship with Nick Foles. They came back the next season with Carson Wentz, watched that season, and then drafted Jalen Hurts when they didn't need one. They said we wanted one.
Good take.
The Bears can do the same exact thing. And then when we talk about coaching, look, the coaching is going to be what the coaching is. Me personally, I like Matt Eberflus' defense the last few weeks, but his offensive coordinator is horrible. I don't know what the hell he be doing. That's just what it comes down to. And I think that your offensive coordinator, he's not a guy that's able to piece together drives the correct way once the script runs out.
Yep.
At least from right now. Now, I will say this. If he has a lead, he's good. But if you're trying to fight back, it's a bit questionable. But we move on to the last voicemail of the day before we get into the text message. This one's from Fred. We got to let him speak, bro.
Fred.
Cognac boys, what up, man? What it do? It's be your boy Fred, man. I know last time I called in, man, I wasn't sounding too good, man. But now, I'm feeling a little better. But I want to get this, out the way. I don't know what's wrong with some of these some of these so-called dumbass Bears fans. All I keep hearing about, Trey Fields. And I'm looking at and I'm hearing them, and I tell people, why would they trade Fields and they only, a few pieces away from being a contender team next season? You keep Fields, You get better coaches around him. You go get him another wide receiver. Either you draft a left tackle in the draft, or you go get a solid and veteran left tackle in free agency, and bring another pass rusher and another 3 technique, and probably another safety. That's it. You know what I'm saying? Like, that's all he needs. Fields is not a bad quarterback. I'm so tired of these so-called Bears fans keep shitting on Fields right along with the main media. And I'm like, man, if you gonna keep shitting on Fields and all this bullshit, go be right along with the main media and just stop being a Bears fan. Because we just need the right fucking coaches around here. And I was telling one of my partners too, man. I said, I think we should move Terrell Smith to the free safety and, get us another corner, because Eddie Jackson, his ass ain't getting the job done at all. You know what I'm saying? So I would move Terrell Smith to free safety, because Terrell Smith, he got speed, he can cover, and he don't mind tackling at all. Eddie, he don't like to tackle. So we don't need somebody on our team being a weak link. You know what I'm saying? And even if we don't get Eric Bieniemy as a head coach, if he don't get hired as a head coach, and we do go with Jim Harbaugh as our head coach, like, I won't mind them bringing Eric Bieniemy in as offensive coordinator and going to get a veteran defensive coordinator like Leslie Frazier, since we are a 4-3 defense team right now. I would do that. Like, that's just me. You know what I'm saying? Like, I would do that. I was watching Football Night Chicago, and Leon Rogers was on there. He was saying that he don't think Jim Harbaugh will be the right guy for the job. Then he mentioned Dan Quinn. I said, I'm like, Dan Quinn? I'm like, I'm understanding everybody's entitled to their own opinion and everything, but I would not hire Dan Quinn back as my head coach, because it's the same man who gave up a big lead in the Super Bowl to the Patriots. And then this the same defense, that he's running in Dallas. Yeah, they're good against the sorry teams, but when they get in the playoffs, they ass always choke. They don't beat the elite teams, though. But if I bring Dan Quinn in, I'll bring him in as a defensive coordinator, though. But I'm just looking forward to see, man, the Bears win these next 5 games to get a wild card spot. Even if they lose in the first round of the wild card playoffs, though, I mean, if they make the playoffs, do you still keep Eberflus, or do you demote as the coordinator, bring Jim Harbaugh in, or do you go ahead?
Man, Fred, that is what it is. But I feel like you got a lot of great points. When we talk about Justin Fields, C-Dubb, a lot of people going to say, has he improved? If you look at the numbers are the facts. He has improved. If you talk about another thing that Fred talked about, was that a lot of people talk about his development. And I want to say this: quarterback development is not limited to 3 years. The NFL and its people that cover the NFL has fell so in love with quarterbacks having that 3rd-year leap that they fail to realize that sometimes quarterbacks take longer to develop. And when it comes to Justin Fields, the first year he played, he wasn't even supposed to play. The first game he played, the fucking Matt Nagy guy didn't even have a game plan set for him so he can be successful. He got sacked 9 times against the Cleveland Browns. Do we remember? He almost got his head knocked off.
Bro.
Let's keep it a buck. In the last part, Eric Bieniemy, me personally, I like what Eric Bieniemy can bring. And I also like the addition of Leslie Frazier, if you're talking about it. I wouldn't be too mad at that, Fred. I'm going to just keep it right there. C-Dubb, you go.
You said some perfect things right there, nephew. And shout out to Fred, because he made some great points. Leon Rogers with the Dan Quinn thing. Everybody entitled to your opinion. It might not be the right opinion, but you're entitled to it. You know what I'm saying? No way on the coach of Dan Quinn. But defensive coordinator, maybe. You know who I want for defensive coordinator? Matt Eberflus. I'm not even gonna lie to you. This team has been performing and progressing each week since he's been the defensive coordinator. I'm just not gonna lie. They are really, really good with a lot of talent. I am underwhelmingly unimpressed with Eddie Jackson, and I'm kind of disappointed, because I thought he would be a leader for this young group, and it looks like he's not fitting. Everybody, all these young players are where they're supposed to be in their skill, and they're getting better. It doesn't seem like Eddie Jackson's getting better. It looks like his skill is declining. So that's basically what it is. Shout out to Fred with some great points, and nephew just killed it again 2 times in a row.
Facts. Cause like, bro, they always talk about that third QB leap. Bro, Justin Fields wasn't even supposed to play his first year, bro.
Nope.
They want the Bear. Correct me if I can't even remember. I think the Bears wanted to play Nick Foles, and then he got hurt.
No. Fitzpatrick.
No, they had
Fitzpatrick.
no. I got it. I got it on the money. They wanted Andy Dalton
Andy
to
Dalton.
start.
Yes.
He got hurt running out of bounds, and Justin Fields came in against the Cleveland Browns and almost got his head knocked off and his life taken.
Yeah. And then they got Foles.
Bro. And then they move on to a new head coach, a new system. Come on, bro. You gotta like Lou. One thing I give to the national media is what Louis Riddick said. This is pretty much Justin Fields' second year.
Yeah,
that's pretty much what it is. But hey, C-Dubb, this is the last thing that we got to touch before we go. It's a text message from Leroy. He said, "Hello, this is Leroy from Vancouver, Washington. Love your show and all y'all. Hayes, Bobby, and C-Dubb. My question for you today is: would you hire Eric Bieniemy as OC and keep Flus as head coach? But if he falters or lose more games in the beginning of 2024 season, fire him and make Eric be the new head coach. It will be a move I can see Kevin Warren doing. Would it make what would make I would love to hear you guys' thoughts about this situation. Chicago up, bear down."
Okay. I think that Bieniemy has been waiting to be a coach for such a long time that he wouldn't take another offensive coordinator position. But I'll tell you what, give you this fix. If they go to Eric Bieniemy, like, you next in line. If Matt Eberflus, they sneak dissing on Matt Eberflus. This just Ryan Poles and Kevin Warren talking to Eric Bieniemy. If we start to falter at any point in this season, get ready for your promotion. That's the only way he gonna come. If he got like a incentive to come over there and Matt Eberflus doesn't live up to what he was supposed to do, then he can take over. But I think he want a head coaching job. He tired of this shit. He tired of that.
Facts. And shout out to Leroy. Thanks for the text message. We try to get to those as much as we can. I will say this real quick so we can head out. Look, if Eric Bieniemy is coming over here, I believe it should be as a head coach. I believe that this guy is really, really good on the offensive side, and he has been known to hold players accountable and push them hard.
Yeah.
That is a representation of Chicago. I've been saying it for the last month. We want Chicago sports teams to be a representation of Chicago people. That's what Eric Bieniemy is, at least from the outside looking in. We'll see what he do as a head coach one day, whether that's for the Bears or not. C-Dubb, give your final thoughts.
Yeah, and just to end that, he'll be great with Justin Fields. Shout out to y'all. We appreciate y'all. Can't wait for the game. I feel like we've seen y'all for a couple weeks. Can't wait to hear and talk to you guys in another day. See y'all tomorrow. Let's get it. Bear down.
You already know. Bear down. And I will say this before I go. If you out here and you making jokes, like, we can go ahead and keep it a buck. Talk shit about the coaches. Talk shit about the head coaches. Talk shit about the people. Once you start mentioning kids, you's a goofy, especially a kid that has autism. You got me fucked up, and I can never support no bullshit like that. If you are a guy or a gal that's on Twitter or any social media platforms cracking jokes about somebody because their kid is autistic or has any disability or condition, you are a fucking goofy. And I'm going to leave it at that. But you can go ahead and follow the show at Shy Bear Central on all social media platforms. Hit the like button, subscribe to the channel. And if you want to call in and be a part of an episode like this, hit that number, 773-242-9336. It's another episode of Chicago Bear Central with the Cognac Boys. I'm Bobby. That's C-Dubb. As we always say, Chicago up and bear down. See y'all on the next one, ladies and gentlemen. For sure.
Dubs.
This has been a presentation of the Break Media.